You know, JT, I've been in the boat a lot with you filming. Like, I'm not in the videos or anything, but I have watched you fish a whole freaking bunch, man.
We have spent a substantial amount of time together.
We have. Yeah, we're snuggle buddies at this point, I guess.
Yes.
But you know, one thing I always notice, and I've actually, to be honest, I kind of bojangled it from you because I learned and I stole it, is you are hyper detail oriented, but you fish pretty quick. Like, you're covering stuff, but like you'll get pitches, like for instance, like right now we're flipping these reed heads right here. Like you get pitches to like every single one, but you're covering like a couple 100 yards in like 30 minutes. Well, maybe not 30 minutes, but you know what I mean? You're moving quick.
Probably quicker than that, actually.
Really? I mean, I just noticed you're fast but detailed. Like, what is that something that you've always done, or is that something you picked up? Or
I honestly don't know if it's something that I've picked up, but I think what it is I'm hitting the highest percent. Like, my eyes just grab every high percentage area, and I put it right to that spot, and don't worry about a bunch of stuff that doesn't look like, like I would rather keep, you know, very quickly, and especially like, you know, we're out here in the summertime, you know, and the fish are going to bite it pretty quick. So instead of sitting there and dumping it in there and, you know, crawling it through there, you know, like you might do in the wintertime or on a cold front situation, most of these fish, when you drop it in there, they're going to bite it or they're not. So I'm just picking every little high percentage, every little point or pocket or crevice or anything that looks like a high percentage spot. I'm putting the bait right there. And if he doesn't bite it, I'm pulling it out and picking the next highest percentage spot.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Is that something, I mean, you kind of do that. I know usually I'm fishing or filming you in Florida, and like we've filmed in Alabama a few times and that, but is that something you do across the country when you're on tour pretty much?
If you're dialed into what they're doing, absolutely. Keeping your bait in the highest percentage area, more time in the high percentage area, you're gonna catch more fish.
Yeah,
I mean, it is. And you know, it might look like you said, like you're going really, really fast, and I am moving along pretty fast, but I'm not letting the bait, you know, I'm letting the bait make the presentation that I want it to make. But then if he doesn't bite it, I'm going on to the next one. And you know, some people will probably see this and think, well, yeah, no kidding, but like really doing it all day long instead of, you know, working like right out here where the bait is now, that's really, not to say you can't catch one sitting out there, but that's not a real high percentage area.
Right.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't have time
for that. You don't need that in your life?
I don't need that in my life. Right, I want to be right in, you know, like right there. You know, I threw it right where those reeds are coming out of the Kissimmee grass instead of all the Kissimmee grass, you know.
So something that's a little bit different.
Right, and then I'm just going to pick the point of the Kissimmee grass right there, and then maybe the next point, and then back to the next little reed thing, like keeping it in the high percentage spots. And as you move along, you might see other high percentage spots as you, like just as I was bringing that one in. Look, there's a little hole back there.
Yep.
So I'm gonna leave it in there. Nope, he's not there. I'm going in because I've already picked that little point right there. Just keeping it in the high percentage areas all the time.
And I guess, so in Florida, we're looking at like little points on the grass, holes and that, but really you have to kind of know the region you're in to know what's different about the lake that you're kind of fishing. So like,
exactly.
If we were, say, on your favorite lake, like on Beaver, what would be different there? Like how does it translate?
There would be nothing different other than it would just be a little outcropping of rocks, or you know, if it's all rocks but there's a little outcropping, just like this is all reeds but there's little points and pockets, just picking up the, you know, the little irregularity.
100%.
But I'm not wasting time, you know, fishing everything.
Right. That's very cool. Well, dude, honestly I've stolen that from you, and I've caught a bunch of fish freaking doing that, so it's pretty cool.
We're in and like right here there's a lot of little points and pockets. I will slow down and fish a lot more of these right here, you know what I mean? Because it just looks, we're in something that looks a little different.
Well, and it's kind of where you got your bites too before, so you get that signal and you're like, hey, be efficient, but at the same time, be detail oriented.
Exactly right.
Details, baby, details.